You know, technically he does have as many second half touchdowns as Patrick Mahomes does in his last 3 games. I'm sure that one is going to make the Chiefs fans so happy. Hey everyone, I'm Josh Butts from No Butts About It, and today we are going to be talking about the Bengals' new starting quarterback, Jake Browning. Browning will make his NFL starting debut this Sunday against the Pittsburgh Steelers. People obviously have their reasonable doubts about Browning and how successful he might be with the Bengals. But don't forget what happened last time the Pittsburgh Steelers faced a Bengals backup. Remember it like it was yesterday. But how did Jake Browning get to be the Cincinnati Bengals quarterback? Browning was a 4-year starter for the University of Washington, where he threw for 12,296 yards, 94 touchdowns, and 34 interceptions. That's pretty good for a backup. He also took the Huskies to the Fiesta Bowl in 2017 and the Rose Bowl in 2019. He finished 39-15 as a starter in college. Not a bad record. But why did he go undrafted? That's right. Jake Browning, even with all those numbers, all those stats, he fell out of the draft class. Nobody took him. According to his draft profile on NFL.com, while Browning entered college as one of the top quarterback prospects in the country, he depended a lot on his receiver talent in college for his success. Some issues that I kind of noticed with Browning and seem to be shared by other people who have talked about this are he tends to lead his receiver too often, and that makes it really easy for defenders to pick him off because they just kind of follow his eyes or his throwing motion. So that might be something to watch out for against the Steelers. He also does not have threatening arm strength, which when combined with his decision making limits his explosive pass. However, Jake Browning is not all bad passes and turnovers like the media and some other people would have you think. There's some good stuff. He has some good pocket mobility and he stays calm under pressure, which will be necessary behind this Bengals O-line that has been inconsistent at protecting the quarterback this year and at times has just completely fallen apart. He has been able to hit his receivers in stride. We saw this during the Ravens game a little bit, and he was even able to get a touchdown pass to Jamar Chase when he came in for the injured Joe Burrow. The positives clearly outweighed the negatives for some NFL teams. Before we get to that, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button, really helps the channel out and helps me a ton. Now, back to Jake Browning. The Minnesota Vikings signed him to their practice squad as an undrafted free agent in 2019. However, he was waived during the 2020 season, but that one season on the Vikings practice squad was enough to get his foot in the door. Now, this one's complicated, so I'm just going to read this one straight off my notes. The Bengals signed him to their practice squad in 2021, and he signed a reserve contract in February 2022. He was waived in August of 2022, and then signed again in January of 2023. You catch all that? Then Jake Browning beat out Trevor Siemian this season for the backup role. And Trevor Siemian used to start in the NFL. He's not as good as he used to be, and he was never great, but still kind of impressive. He's not necessarily as mobile as Joe Burrow might be. He is a bit more elusive, some have said. I don't know if I'll have to see that for myself. The Bengals may also have to dink and dunk their way to more touchdowns instead of those deep passes that Jamar Chase likes, just because the arm strength isn't necessarily there. I wouldn't expect to see any huge play action or explosive plays with Jake Browning being the quarterback, at least for this first game. Browning's elusiveness will also be tested against this Steelers pass rush that includes TJ Watt, and it will be interesting to see what he's got, because it might be bad. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Either way, though, I say Bengals fans, let's give him a shot. Let's see what he's got. He has the ability to game manage like he did at Washington. I'm not sure that every game the rest of the season is automatically going to be a loss. Jake Browning does bring something to the table, and he is an NFL quarterback. If you learned anything about Jake Browning today, or just want to see more Bengals content, make sure to like this video and subscribe below. Let me know what you would like to see from Jake Browning this Sunday down in the comments. And until next time, go do something nice for someone. Thanks for watching that video, guys. If you want to check out a most recent full episode of No Buts About It, that's going to be right over here. Yeah, right there. Check that out. And if you just want to see more short clips, we're going to have one right over here for you to watch. Check out No Buts About It on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you listen to podcasts so you can listen to us on the go. Once again, have a great day and go do something nice for someone.